So good evening. Tonight we're here with Theo from Sunset Chasers. Theo owns a fabrication business. Basically started off doing some projects for your Hilux. Saw what he was doing for his Hilux, loved his work, and decided to start developing some bash plates together for the Pajero, which is my OG, the original bash plate, which was developed as a tester about 6 months back, I think.
Yeah. You sent me the dimensions. I measured it up, cut it by hand, folded it up at the workshop that I was working at. And it's been a good test bed for some of the forward driving that Bryden does, which is quite aggressive, some would say. Yeah, stuff that probably I wouldn't do in my forward drive, but definitely some stuff that he's obviously pretty keen to do. So with what he does and obviously the amount of forward driving that Bryden does, we looked at what was on the market and we wanted to bring something that was not only aesthetically good, but also going to protect the vehicle as much as possible. So what we've developed is 4mm stainless steel bash plates for the Pajero, and this Pajero runs for about 20 years, I think you were saying?
Well, a lot of them got around 600,000 Ks on. I've just gone 350,000 with this one, and it works hard. So I think the biggest question I get asked is why 4mm stainless?
If you pull up bring up the other plate. So this one's mild steel. You said it's been pressed back into shape a few times now.
We've pressed it back into shape. We've bent it a few times.
Yeah, so stainless, like mild steel will protect the under body of your vehicle. It has its limitations though. One thing is obviously it tends to rust after a while. Secondly, it doesn't hold its shape as well as stainless does. So the 4mm stainless prevents damage to your bash plates, and if you're preventing obviously damage to your bash plates, you're protecting the underside of your car. On the other side of that, aluminium's just there for aesthetics. It's not going to protect your car as well as mild steel, and it definitely won't protect your car as well as stainless steel. So if you're going to the expense and trouble of putting bash plates on your vehicle, you might as well put something on that's going to protect it. And that's why we went with 4mm stainless steel, because it actually does the job that it's intending to do, which is protect your car and stop a $2,000, $3,000 issue. So yeah, basically we've got the first set of bash plates that we're going to install. We've got the front intercooler, and then we've got the sump and front diff, and we have a design ready for the transmission and cross member.
I'm going to walk you guys under the car. So this is factory, and you can see it's changed shape. Most of this actually happened this past weekend. This was... Yeah, I'll insert clip here of that being bashed up.
I would definitely put clips of you forward driving. It's beyond probably what I'm capable of doing in a forward drive.
But if we have a look along, I mean, yes, this is transfer case, and as you can see, transfer case has taken a good beating as well. Further back, we've got an exhaust that has taken a beating. So all out, I mean, I think for me, future plans, Theo, is I'm going to ask you to design something for my fuel tank.
Yep.
I've broken the fuel pickup in the tank twice now. So.
Oh really? So yeah.
So definitely something tough under there.
And this is just a plastic cover. Okay. Yeah. So one thing on the Hilux is this underbody protection is actually steel on the Hilux. So that's but this is actually it.
And it's the lowest point of the car.
Yeah. One other thing that I've noticed too about these Pajeros is some of the other bash plates on the market don't actually protect your cross member. So one thing I've designed in the transmission cover is to cover this, to protect this, okay, because this actually attaches to your transmission.
Yeah, that's right. So, we decided to go about 100 mil past, I think we said.
Yeah, I mean, most plates come to here and then try and pick up these tiny little holes here.
Yep.
But the problem with that is you've got this tiny little hole here, and then you've got like a 30 kilo plate of steel. So it's, it should be mounted off this and protecting this, which is what your transmission is attached to.
Okay, let's get these plates on it. You've seen us glancing over to the right often because they're right here and they're so beautiful and I want to look at them. Again, does provide them in raw stainless, all powder coated. I've opted for powder coating because I think it's going to suit the black on black on black on black.
Yeah, it will suit the car a lot better. So you can get them in a metallic grey, like a gloss black, gloss red, and raw stainless. But look, if we get enough interest, I'm willing to do other powder coated colours. They were just the most popular. I mean, you see a lot of obviously four-wheel drives getting around with red bash plates on. So this is our front intercooler bash plate. We'll put that one on first, and then we'll put the sun plate on.
Yep.
Cool. Let's do that.
Good.
So one of the boys on the YouTube channel, the Skid Factory, he went through a water crossing with a standard bash plate, and because the intercooler is just in behind here, he split an intercooler pipe and it sucked up water into the engine, and yeah, hydrolocked it, had to rebuild.
Okay, so you can see stock standard bash plate, pretty well worn, pretty well shaped actually.
It looks like it's actually been fairly well hit in the front, like it's actually caved in.
But I think that's not even the main concern for me. The main concern is if I look at the intercooler has taken a hit. Look at this.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much at the bottom of the intercooler where Woody on the Skid Factory, he had an issue down here. So when he rebuilt the engine, he opted to put his intercooler up higher. But for everyone who's not prepared to spend thousands of dollars on doing that, bash plates are a much cheaper option.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go, moment of truth. Let's see how it goes in. This time, hopefully things go better. Okay, we need those front little bolts.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Yeah, the drill there, bro. Where's that drill of yours?
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, you've slotted out the other one, so the other one's also just beautiful. We'll do those last because we'll put that back in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Front plate in, we're leaving it to hang slightly. So let's just
Give you a quick hand there, mate. Just help you line it up.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go above that. This looks good. In there. Yeah, perfect.
You can see a reflection off the bash plate from that that gloss powder coat. It's like a mirror.
I do like the black.
Yeah.
Okay, let's tighten this all up.
I'll stand back now.
And that's that.
Oh mate, it looks stand back here, have a look. It looks awesome.
Hold on quickly. Yeah, it's got to shine like the rest of the car. Actually, the rest of the car's quite filthy from all the rain, but that looks good, eh?
Yeah, look at it. Looks great.
So that's that quick, probably what, 30-minute installation?
Oh, easy.
Pretty simple. Unfortunately, we did find a little bit of intercooler problem. Standard bash plates, no good if you're going to do anything serious.
It looks like, what would you say, the bottom of the mount there is just on that intercooler side.
It's actually bent up
It's bent up, so
quite a bit.
so the existing factory bash plate has bent up and then into the mount on the bottom of the intercooler plate.
Yeah.
So probably a good feature of this one is that there's so much room behind the bash plate, I suppose.
That's
so
good. Something we obviously you thought of in design. It's perfect, lots of space. If you do happen to hit this hard enough to bend it, I don't think you're pushing it into the cooler. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.